Hey y'all, it's your girl Nida and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm doing a review on the Morphe 35M Boss Mood palette. I'm going to be doing this look and I'm going to come back and let you guys know my thoughts on the palette. So make sure you stick around to the end and I'll see you then. Alright guys, so let's get into this palette. So the first thing I noticed about the palette is the packaging. Like, she's new. I don't know her. This new Morphe is nice. Like, bleh. It's about the same size as the old packaging, which for reference, this is the old packaging on the Morphe 35B. The old packaging definitely looked more on the lines of, you know, private label, generic black, screen printed, you know, name and screen printed things on the back. It's, you know, it was very much like, oh, so she's pre-made. Okay, now this new packaging is very much like, oh, she's homemade. Okay, so it was like the difference between a store-bought, it was the difference between like boxed cake, like Betty Crocker, and then like you went out and bought your own things from the store, your own egg, sugar, and flour, cream and everything, and you put it all together and you baked your own cake from scratch. That's what this new Morphe packaging looks like. She looks like she's made from scratch. So upon opening the palette, you do get a slip that tells you the shades names. I've seen so many people belly aching about this that I'm gonna just say this. Listen, if you don't want the slip, throw it out. Just do that. For me, for the 35M or 3502 that released last fall, I taped mine to, I taped it to the top of my palette, like deadass. When I was doing my makeup today, I just sat it there. Like, I just sat my palette open like so, and bam. So I can see what shades I'm using for reference. So I'm just gonna tape this here. I've seen so many people complaining about this, and I'm like, is it that big of a deal? Just tape it. Now, I guess they're like, oh, well, the packaging's new, so why won't they put the names on the packaging? And I'm like, it's freaking 35 shades in here. That's just extra. I mean, I'm sure they're working their way to doing that, but is it necessary? No. For the average everyday user who's not a YouTuber, do you really need the names to be printed on the packaging? No. No. More than likely, it's for people like me who make YouTube videos. We need the names, so which is why I tape mine to the top. Problem solved. Sorry. I just thought about that. Like, I saw so many people who talked about this palette, like big influencers who were like, why this slip? It's annoying. I'm just gonna throw it out because I don't need it. And then turn around and be like, I don't remember the name of the shade. I'm doing this tutorial, but I can't tell you what shade it is. Because I threw out the slip. Sus. Tape it to the top of the palette. It's not that big a deal. Other than that, upon opening it, I really love the packaging on the inside. You've got the matte outside and the matte top on the inside, and then you've got like this glossy finish around the pans. These are about the same pan sizes as Morphe palettes usually do, 35 shades, because that is why they call it a 35 whatever, like the 35B, 35C, 35M. I think it's cute that they're calling this the Boss Mood palette. Like, it's really nice. Like, I mean, this palette with this color scheme is a mood, like, honestly. And she's beautiful. She's really beautiful. I feel like this palette can transition really nicely from summer to fall and winter. These shimmers are super nice. I used the shades for this eyeshadow look that I tested it. I used the shades Pop Star on the inner corner. Then I used the shade, what is this? Grape Expectations. That's cute, Grape Expectations. That's on the center part of the lid. And I used Black Magic, the black, to deepen, or well, to start, because I decided to do my eye makeup a little differently this time, where I went in with the darkest shade and then blended it out with a lighter shade. And that lighter shade was the shade Express Yourself, which is this green. Like, this green and this purple. The purple above it, which is called Daredevil. And what else? There was another shade in here, Bold Moves. This green right here are a few of the things that sold me on this palette. Like, the collection of greens up at the top were like, oh, excuse me. And then I really contemplated, because I really wasn't gonna buy this palette, and then I was like, I need it. I mean, I don't need it, but I need it. So that was what really kind of sold me. Like, these colors are really pretty. Black Magic is probably one of the best blacks I've used. It's probably one of the better blacks I've seen in a Morphe palette. The 35B black and I think the 35C's black shade are a little on the ashy side, and the 3502, the black in there is decent, but a little to be desired. But this black is really good. It kind of stands up a little bit more like with the black in the Jaclyn Hill palette. The first one. The first Jaclyn Hill palette had a great black shade in there. And this one is, I feel like it's just as good. Yeah, I love this color scheme. This color story is gorgeous. like Morphe, your mind. It's perfect. Like, I love it. The names on the shadows are kind of cute. They're kind of cute. You've got like things like Nude Tude, Light of the Party, Pop Star, Bright Eyes, Vampy Vixen, oh, excuse me, Sweet Beats, Color Persona, Sultry Ways. Oh, this is Candy Crush. This is cute. You got a shade called Talk Dirty. Like, this is really nice. Like, I really like this palette. I'm really impressed. Like, Morphe's definitely stepped up their game. My first Morphe palette was the 35C palette, and I got that palette in like 2015. They've come a long way, and I think this is great. Like, I think this is a gorgeous palette. Shade, well, not shade, but formula wise, I didn't have any problems with the formula. The mattes weren't ashy. The black, like I said, was good. The shimmers were really good. I didn't have the same problem with the shimmers like I did with the Jaclyn Hill Bling Boss palette. Like, the bling bling in that palette is awful, at least for me. Like, that was just a terrible shade. It had so little pigment, but I didn't have that problem in here. So let me put this down and let me see if I can get a little swatches for you guys. So I'm gonna swatch Color Persona. Ooh, and I'm not super digging in here because I want to get, like, you know, a good little swatch, something like that you would in the store where you just kind of one little pat and then you go. Then I'm doing Sheen Stealer. Ooh. I'm going to swatch Daredevil. Oh, she's nice. And Bold Moves. They are nice. I like these. These shimmers are nice. They're super soft. They're very buttery. Sorry guys, I'm just looking so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, I missed one. That's why. Okay. Morphe, I like these. These are nice. They all have these glitter kind of reflex in them. I'm assuming for extra shine purposes, but these are nice. Wow. And I can tell from, they're all the same consistency. All of the shimmers are the same consistency. Sometimes you have in palettes where the shimmers are like a different consistency. I can see from this palette, they're all the same consistency, and a lot of them are very dimensional. Shades like Daredevil, Sheen Stealer, and Bold Moves have some different color reflex in them. I can see there's like some green and some pink. Yeah, and then in like colors like Color Persona, it's more of like it's more so got like lighter red or pink reflex in it, but the other colors have a little bit more dimension, which is fine. There are a few shades in here where the reflexes are closer to the actual shade in the pan's color, which is perfect. But these reflex look so nice. When I go into like the bathroom or low light areas and I kind of turn, you can see the reflex. I'm sitting in front of my ring light, so you can't really see it, but you can see them, and it's nice. The fallout was minimal to none in this palette, even with the black shade and the green and the shimmers, minimal to none. I didn't get any chunkiness, because sometimes when you have to layer them or something, or you try to layer them, you get some chunkiness, you get some texture. I didn't get any texture, I didn't get any chunkiness. I didn't need to assist these shimmers with any type of spray or anything like that. I'm really impressed. I'm very impressed. So let me see if I can swatch some matte. So let's start with the pinky. On my pinky is Fired Up. Okay. Okay. And on my ring finger is Express Yourself. Okay. On my Middle finger is Black Magic. Okay. I accidentally dipped into a shimmer, which was because I think I was subconsciously like, I want to swatch this, which is Hot Stuff. Okay. And on my thumb and last one is Transformer. Ugh. Let me put that down here. Okay, and that is of the mattes and one shimmer. So the mattes don't swatch as nice as the shimmers do, which I'm not surprised. I notice a lot with like Morphe palettes. Which I'm not surprised. I notice a lot with like things like Morphe palettes. Their mattes don't swatch as well as their shimmer shades, but these shimmers definitely swatch way, way better than any of their shimmers I've seen before. This formula is definitely different. It's definitely improved, which is a good thing. I like this palette a lot. I recommend it if you're really looking for something fun, if you're really into the color story of a palette and you're looking for colors that are pretty non-traditional, then I definitely would suggest this. I was able to create this half cut crease, and I did something I normally don't do, which is I put 2 colors on my lid. I did an inner corner. this palette really inspired me to want to like do something different and to try something different. So yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with it. I like it a lot. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell so you can always be notified when I'm making a video, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.